snowy today. Whee! And welcome back to a new video, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you top 10 mods and hacks for your Traxxas Xmaxx 8S, so let's just get straight into it. And also near at the end of the video I'm explaining why my Traxxas AC might have set on fire and stuff. So starting from the top is this must need send it sticker. I'm just kidding. This body shell, in my opinion, is an absolutely must need. Unless you do the 8S Steve mod where you shoe glue and drywall it, then you don't really need to do it. But then also, I reckon if you really land hard on the drywall and tape mod, they will crack, and these just last bloody ages. So in my opinion, these are a must need. Next are these little washers. You can buy these from eBay. If I can find some, I'll put them in the link in the description below. They're really good. These haven't pulled through on me yet. They seem really well made and they look pretty cool. It kind of matches the rest of the car with the green shocks, and I just think it looks really cool. So let's whip this bad boy off. Oh! Yay! Yay! Right, so the next mod is actually hot gluing these towers here. So I'm going to take it off and then show you what I've actually hot glued there. So that is all unbolted now, so it should just come out. It is out! Oh god, Xmaxx is on a bit of a slant. So as you can see here, just a normal stock body post, no aluminium boys. And I put hot glue there, and then underneath as well. This does not break anymore. I've actually had some pretty bad landings, and it don't break anymore because I put this hot glue here. Next mod is this little steering post here. Now this mod, all you need is a really long screw and just a little M3, no, it might be M2, I will put it in text what it actually is. When you are driving the car, the steering can just get weak, and the reason why it does that is if your servo's knackered or the screw in this thing has come undone, because that is what happens. So you need to put a longer screw and a bolt at the end, and that's what I've done. So guys, I'm just editing the video now, and I called a screw a nut. Just let that sink in. Mad! Next mod is part to do with this floppy thing here. This is supposed to stay on there, but it's not because it's snapped off. So I'll tell you how to fix that. So next mod, you're going to want to flip your Xmaxx over. Yes, dressing gown time. So this modification is fairly easy to do, unlike the others, kinda. Basically, what you need, God, hiccups. Basically, what you need to do is you need to put an M4 screw down this post. You put it down this hole that is there, and you just cake it with hot glue on the top. And if you do that, they pretty much do not break off. They can break. My mate Seb snapped his off and he did the same mod, but we are in really cold weather at the moment. That's why I'm not bashing as much, because I do not want this thing breaking 24/7. Next mod, these little hinge pins there. See this little screw there, point an arrow to it, and there's some on the hubs. Basically what they do is, the stock system, the pins just fly out the arm, because the screw is not big enough to cover the hole, and they just kind of fly out. What you do is you can buy some RPM hinge pins or some Sen hinge pins. I'll put a link down to them below. Next modification are these RPM rear hub carriers. In my opinion, it's not really the hub that breaks, it's the bearing, but I have seen people break the hub. But then when you get this modification that I think costs only 20 quid, the hubs don't break or the bearings. The bearings are a lot bigger than stock, and yeah, they're just, in my opinion, they're a must need. And also you can get a better close up of these hinge pins I've been talking about. Next modification, which for me is essential but others might not be, are these RPM shock guards. They work so well, and the reason why I got them is because the guy previously had like a seal break inside the shock, so I put these on and I've not had any problems, and they just also bring a lot of character to the car, and it just looks sick. And they're very light, so they don't add any weight to the car really, so no breakages. While the wheel is off, I can show you the other mod, which in my opinion is definitely essential. Is putting hot glue in these shock tower bits here. Basically when you jump and kind of hit the shock tower bit, those bits snap off just around there. So I've done it on all sides, and when you do that, it pretty much doesn't break. I've never had it break when I do that, so it's worth a try, and it's free. Also, whilst you're here, please like the video, and I'd really appreciate if you did it. So for the next modification, you're going to have to flip the car over again, and we're just going to want to take some of these screws out. Easy peasy. So when you've taken these out, you can just pull that back, and then another screw there has to take. So I've taken that screw out now, and I should just be able to pop this off. God, it's tight. Right, there we go. So as you can see here, I've hot glued all these holes. The reason why is because you can kind of strip the diffs if you don't do this, because it adds a bit more rigidity, and also the bulkheads last a bit longer, so just a bit of a bonus there. And if you do it in the front, it will strengthen the car even more. And I did it down this hole as well, because I've kind of split the bulkhead area around there, but I've never done it there, so I don't find any point. But yeah, very interesting mod. So guys, if I am correct, that is 10 mods that you must need for your Xmaxx, except from these. They're not really essential, but also are and kind of not. Also, another little quick mod that you could do is change your connectors to XD90. They hold more power, and it's just less restricted on the ESC, and these ESCs very sensitive because it's Traxxas quality, Traxxas quality, Traxxas quality. Right, so the bit you've been waiting for, my ESC that has set on fire. It actually doesn't look as bad as what it was. Basically, what happened, most of the time I was bashing, I was running the car on 6S, and soon as I put in 8S Lipos, which are some Fleurion 4S Lipos, it wouldn't like connect properly at first, so I thought that was weird, so I unplugged the Lipo. It said it had a voltage problem or something, which normally means, well, it had the middle light on, which normally means that the battery is low. So I thought, that was weird. So I unplugged them back in, it worked fine. Put the body shell on, drove it literally like from here to the back of my garage. That's just demonstration, I didn't actually drive my garage. And yeah, it set on fire. There was like a massive like flame, and it was coming out the sides of the body shell. Now, as you can see, the shell was black. It was like proper brown with mud. And that's black, and that's actually soot from all the fire. So any black you can see, that's because it's the soot from the fire. I mean, if I wipe my finger, look, you can see black soot. It's burnt that bit there. I have some like foam padding, which is here. It's burnt the side of that. It's definitely singed the ESC. I mean, it could have been a lot worse if I'd wanted fast to react. I literally bolted it as soon as I saw like a little bit of flame, because it just stopped all of a sudden. I thought that was weird. And one thing I've noticed is that this is come undone. So yeah, I really like. A lot of people are going to say, "Oh, why do you just like solder it back in? It'll be okay." Well, I'm worried it's going to blow up my Lipos. I mean, I cannot trust this thing. I mean, I'm absolutely pissed that this happened. I mean, come on, man, you're paying £1,000 for a car that does not come with batteries or a charger, and you have to spend another £300 for that, and it sets on fire. What do you mean? I mean, yeah, a lot of people were saying, oh, why don't you just send it back to Traxxas and then replace it for free? It's not really like that. One, if you don't own the receipt, it costs more for them to replace it, but it still is cheaper. I think brand new to buy the ESC costs £250 or something, and they said they would replace it for 110. So yeah, that is a lot better. It's like £140 off or something. But if you do have the receipt and the car is under 30 days old, then they'll replace it for free. So that is good. But I don't know, man. This car does need a rebuild. I'm going to do a rebuild straight after this video, actually. But yeah, so maybe one day, if I get sent some Lipos by company, then I use my old Lipos and try run it. So I will keep this, and maybe it'll run, but I really don't think. I mean, why would that just come undone? Makes no sense. Luckily, I'm getting a Hobby Max 6. I'm so happy that I'm getting it, because I was genuinely worried for my channel that it would be stuffed. Because, I mean, imagine watching a YouTube channel and it don't even have an RC car that works. Sorry about the rant. It's probably spoken way too much and we're all probably gone from like 3 minutes in the video. Check out these stickers here. So yeah, if you like this video, please like, subscribe and turn the notification bell on. I hope you had a good day. Hopefully next video I'll be reviewing a car, so that's going to be awesome. I cannot wait to review it. If you've watched it this far in this video, please put a high five in the comments, that'll be great. Congratulations to you for watching my crappy video. Anyway, see you later.